Come check out my new merch store on Society 6. Find the link in the description down below. Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Fire Emblem Three Hopes, and I believe we're going into what might be the final chapter. Let's go. The end of tragedy. Sounds like an ending.
Gleam. The end of tragedy. Dimitri and his troops slay Regent Ire, and in doing so deliver a crushing blow to Adrestia and its army.
Good riddance.
Seizing this momentum, they continue onward toward Garreg Mach. En route to the monastery, Dimitri receives word that the Knights of Seiros are struggling. He marches with one purpose: to slay Edelgard and Talus, ending the war once and for all.
Man, we didn't get a playable Rhea. Missed opportunity, guys.
What is the situation? Is the Archbishop safe?
Forgive me. Our initial strike on the monastery proved successful. But my unit was separated from Lady Rhea's, and before we knew it, those dark mages had descended upon us.
Speaking of Lady Rhea, are you the same voice actress as Lady Rhea? They sound similar, right? I'm not crazy.
You've done well to make it here. Thank you for your report.
Lady Rhea's in trouble. We have to help her.
There's no point panicking about it, Mercy. If they're giving even the Knights trouble, we should make sure we're extra ready before we head in there ourselves.
I do need to say something, because I feel like a lot of commenters think that, I think that Rhea is an unequivocally good person, and I need to make it clear that I don't. She's done some shady things. I like her as a character, though. I really like her as a character because I can understand her motivations really well. When you understand the full story of the Agarthans and the Nabateans and what happened to them, all of a sudden you can understand where Rhea is coming from, and you can understand why she chooses to do the things that she does, the lies that she chooses to tell, the way that she does exert control over Fodlan. You can start to understand why she's done some of those things. And even though you can't condone them necessarily, you understand them. And that's a big difference between her and what I see in Edelgard, which is a puppet of those who slither, who have unequivocally been forces for chaos and bad shit. So there's a big difference there for me. But I did want to mention that because, I don't support the church necessarily, and I don't support Rhea necessarily, but because they are written well and their motivations are understandable and written well. She's kind of she's one of those semi-villains that you can understand why they do what they do. Therefore, she's more supportable than Edie is, in my opinion. So that's where I'm coming from. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Lady Rhea possesses greater knowledge of the monastery than anyone else. If she is in distress after her successful surprise attack, that is troubling indeed.
Those mages must have thrown off our calculations.
I bring news, Your Majesty. We've just concluded our survey of Garreg Mach and its surroundings. A man we believe to be Talus was seen entering the monastery, with the Emperor following close behind.
So, she's fallen into his hands. The one grasping the reins of the Imperial army now is no longer Edelgard, but Talus. Surely those dark mages are his as well.
Makes sense why the Knights had trouble then.
Indeed. Still, with all our greatest enemies gathered in one place, we have a chance to end this war here and now. If we can put them to rout here, so much of what ails our kingdom will be destroyed along with them.
Perhaps. But our task is clear either way.
Yep. Smash our enemies, win the war, and restore peace to Fodlan.
Well said. The Alliance should be here soon as well, assuming they've broken through the Imperial ranks in the Valley of Torment. Everyone, This battle will determine what lies ahead for Fodlan. Not just tomorrow, but every day beyond that as well. We cannot afford much time to prepare, but let us ready to make our future a prosperous one.
Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure if it would just be a single mission or if it was going to be a couple maps, but looks like it's just the single one. So we just need to see what we can take advantage of here, get as many supports as we can get with the remaining activity points and battle points, training points, that's what they're called. But yeah, we're right here at the end. Okay, what do we got on this one? I'd like to hear from everyone. Please, share any suggestions you may have.
Let's give this a try.
Okay, increase the chance of raising a unit's strength when leveling up. Increase the chance of raising a unit's magic when leveling up. Increase the chance of raising a unit's defense when leveling up. Let's do...
What about this?
Let's give this a try.
We'll do strength.
Give this a try.
It's between strength
What
and
about
defense
this?
for me,
Let's
but
give
let's do
this
strength.
a try. I'll make it so.
Now then.
That's settled then. Ready yourselves for battle. Okay. I can't hear Arvel anymore. That's kind of sad. Last month he was feeling a little antsy, and we were starting to get a little bit worried about him, and we had good reason to be worried about him. So I guess being an offshoot of Epimenides, it seems like maybe we did end up losing him when we killed Epimenides. I wasn't sure if they were separated enough as an entity that we could get away with, you know, keeping him around, but it seems to be the case that may not be able to keep him, so it is what it is. All right, let's see what support we got. I'm not really sure. Oh, we unlocked something probably. The Shez and Byleth one, cool. I forgot that one was locked.
I want to apologize again. I'm really sorry. I can't believe I tried to kill you.
It's all right. I know that wasn't really you.
Still, the one who did it was a part of me. Literally. You asked me about this before, about some mysterious presence within me.
That's right.
You know, I was kind of hoping that maybe through Arvel and through Epimenides that we might have gotten a little bit more of the story of what happened back then. It's heavily implied that it's heavily implied that the Nabateans may have been an oppressive force to the Agarthans. But we haven't really gotten to see much of that story, so it's really hard to understand fully. And I feel like that this was a prime opportunity to tell us a little bit more about how maybe the Nabateans were oppressive to the Agarthans. What that relationship was like, and what could have led them down this super dark path that now is those who slither. We get an idea, but...
Sorry I couldn't give you a straight answer back then. Arval told me not to tell anyone. That's the name of the presence that was inside my head, by the way.
You gonna tell us about Sothis?
The one that took control of my body and tried to kill you. Or maybe it was someone else entirely. The one that called himself Epimenides.
Arvel and Epimenides, I wonder what manner of beings they are.
Beats me. And it's not like I can just go and ask them now.
Right?
Honestly, I kinda wish I'd talk to Arval more now that I can't.
That's how these things work, sadly. When you're ready to talk, the person you want to talk to is no longer there.
But there's still so much I don't know. Remember how I got trapped inside that void with Dimitri and the others after our fight? That's when Arval used the name Epimenides, and then tried to kill us.
Are Arvel and Epimenides the same being?
I'd like to think they're different, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Epimenides is just Arvel's true identity. I don't know if they were just using me, or if they had some other goal in mind. All I've got are a bunch of mysteries that I'll probably never solve.
I did notice one thing.
What's that?
It was when we were fighting and you were being manipulated. It seemed like Arvel was trying to keep your body from getting hurt. They could have fought more recklessly. I don't see why it would have made a difference to them, but they were making sure you weren't harmed.
That's surprising.
Seriously, Arvel was protecting me?
It's just a feeling I got. But yes, I think that could have been the case.
I guess Arval's the only one who knows the truth. Or as the Seros folks say, only the goddess knows, right? But hey, thanks for telling me that. Really. It does make me feel better.
The pessimistic answer to that is that, I mean, we've been told many times that if Shez dies, Arvel would have died, so... yeah. That's the pessimistic answer, but I think that we know that Arvel, as a separate entity that didn't have full knowledge of what or who he was, did care about Shez, so...
I've got no choice now but to keep moving forward. Live out the destiny the two of us once shared. Funny, I came here to apologize, but you ended up cheering me up instead. I'll catch you later, okay?
Only the goddess knows, hmm? Well, the goddess may have been the one telling you that.
It's a nice final line. Didn't tell us about Sophis. There you are.
Excuse me, we must speak.
Since the Kingdom and Alliance are having a new relationship, I am thinking Bridget will be playing a larger role. When relations between two regions can easily shatter, a third one takes importance. Agree with her.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's true. Bridget may have to act as an intermediary.
Ah.
Yes, in the past it was the Empire, Kingdom, and Alliance that was keeping the peace. Now I am thinking Bridget will be taking the role of the Empire. That is the only future we'll be having. Alright, girl. Okay. I'm down. But don't forget, guys, she's our prisoner of war, so... I lost my parents to the epidemic, and after that I spent my life living in the slums of the capital. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I could become a knight, but here I am. Those who came from nothing, like you and Sir Ash, paved the way for me. If I can follow in your footsteps, I bet even more commoners can become knights one day.
Right.
Just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. I'll make my mark, you wait and see.
Oh yeah.
And there's supposed to be a Millennium Festival in 2 years to celebrate 1,000 years since the monastery's founding. I wonder if it'll still go ahead if we take back Garreg Mach.
Fool.
The Millennium Festival? Leave it to you to be thinking about a party at a time like this.
Nuh-uh.
Hey, it's not just a party, it's a political soiree, where the leaders of each region can mingle and schmooze. Besides, what's wrong with having something to look forward to? You'll be there too, you know. Maybe. Right now you need to focus on the battle before us, Sylvain. If you die out there, you'll miss more than the Millennium Festival.
Huh?
Fair enough. Guess I'll quit my yapping and get ready to move out. Yeah, do that. I'd prefer it if you didn't wind up dead because you spent too much time daydreaming. Okay, we'll definitely get a couple of these for this last fight. We'll just do the same 3, the ones that are much faster, and loss greatly reduced. Okay. So the things we need to focus is Mercy and Yuritsa and Dimitri and Bernie. Unfortunately, we won't be able to do more than one with each of them, so we probably won't be able to make this happen. Damn, especially Mercy and Yuritsa. I think they're way too far from each other. Let's see, how close are they? And we don't have the bonuses now either. Ooh, they're actually really close. We'll be able to get this. Okay, we'll be able to get that A rank. Good.
Care to make yourself useful?
Okay, we'll have to do one that they don't love. Mercy and Yuritsa. There we are. This'll do it.
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
Rest, Mercedes. I'll handle this.
I won't let you do everything on your own. Come on, let's work together. I'm not used to working with you like this.
It went well enough, thankfully.
I didn't murder a single person. Are you proud of me, sister?
We all must do our
So
fair
proud.
share.
Alright, we probably... Yep, it's okay, we got it. I think we got the C rank with you, didn't we? Yeah, it said that. But there's no conversation for that one. We'll get that one in the Black Eagles route, I'm sure. Okay, let's do Dimitri and Bernie.
Care to make yourself useful?
And Flayn and Dorothea. Okay, through training, we may be able to finish this one.
Counting on you both.
We'll handle this together.
And you need me for this? Are you sure? We all must do our fair share.
Okay, we'll do a cooking with the two of them maybe. And then training will hopefully finish it. Let's do Flayn and Dorothea here as well.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Let's get it done. If I can be of any assistance, please let me know. We all must do our fair share.
Okay, let's watch this Shez and Bernie one. We'll catch up on these supports and then do some cooking. Why is everything so high key for you, Bernie? Fucking chill out. I actually do get kind of annoyed with Bernie when she's like this. I think there's a little bit too much of it. Like, if they cooled her off like 20%. 20%.
Bernadetta, what's wrong? Is there a rat in the base?
Wait, a rat? Nobody told me about a rat! Oh no, oh no, oh no! It's gonna nibble on all my snacks!
Ask her about the original problem. Let's get to the heart of this, girl. What's your deal?
Sorry, I think I kind of threw you off track there. What's horrible exactly?
Well, you see, there was this lady in the camp earlier who didn't look scary at all and even seemed kinda nice.
Where's this going?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
It's Anna.
Shyness and fear of strangers got you down, huh? Let's see if I have something that can help.
Thanks.
I think I've got just the herb.
Oh, do you now?
It's gonna put you out a good few gold coins, but this baby will do wonders for relieving stress.
Girl's a drug dealer.
And then... I've got something a little more, shall we say, tasteful. Real under-the-table kind of stuff. It's a pot that makes people like you.
A pot, you say? Speaking of,
I would probably recommend against it, but the thing's on sale if you really want it.
Alright, she's fleecing you, but...
You okay there?
I just remembered something. Oh, how could you forget, Bernie? There are lots of scary people out there who pretend to look nice just so they can prey on you. And you must be one of them!
Well, that was weird. I'm not that scary, am I?
She just really needs that herb, girl.
And that's how it all happened. I would have been dragged off and murdered if it wasn't for you.
But wasn't that just Anna? She's here all the time selling her wares. I mean, not all of it's the most reputable stuff, but I don't think she's trying to cheat anyone. And she's definitely not a murderer. This is all my fault. I should go apologize to her later.
Huh? She's not evil?
Not that I know of. I'm also pretty sure it's not the first time you've met her.
I don't know. I'm bad with faces.
You're pretty judgmental, you know that?
Huh?
What do we do? What do we do?
She needed to be called out.
How about this? There's this merc I've got in my crew. A real terrifying looking hunk of muscle. Sweetest little teddy bear on the inside, though. If anyone's gonna help you overcome this, it's him.
Okay, I accept this challenge. You've got this, Bernie.
Okay, seeing where that goes could be very fun. That could be very fun. Alright, Mercy and Yuritsa, you two are done. Good, we got there.
Dear son, I hope this letter finds you well, and that you and your sister aren't fighting too much. Nothing has changed with me. I'm not having any troubles here. Once this war is over, I hope the three of us can live together again. She seems in good health.
Yes. She sent me this letter as soon as I wrote her about being reunited with you. I know she was happy to hear that. She was always so worried about you, you know? We haven't seen you since we left House Bartels, so please go visit her when you have a chance. As you read, we were thinking that after the war is over, we could perhaps reunite.
No.
Why not?
I cannot face her. I killed my father, slaughtered everyone in the house. Our mother shouldn't meet a murderer.
Yes, I heard about that. But I'm certain you took those actions because you felt you had to, right? Just explain it to her. She'll listen to you.
You do not understand. There is a murderous demon in my heart.
Even if the father deserved it, it sounds like he murdered everybody in the house, which means like servants and stuff, and I doubt that they deserved it. So.
The Death Knight inside me would cut you and our mother down without hesitation. If that happened, I would lose myself.
But we're here talking right now, and you're just as you always were. You're my little Emile who loves kittens and sweets.
Mercedes. I may be fine now, and perhaps the demon in me will even perish someday. But I cannot live with you until I pay for my crimes.
I can actually respect his decision not to until he feels like he can be sure that he can control himself. That is the better option, I would say, especially with somebody who's clearly unwell in the head and is probably a sociopath to some degree.
And considering the weight of them, that day may never come.
But
I seek only to be judged by the law, and thereby atone.
so that's what you've decided, is it? In that case, I have no choice but to support you, no matter how sad it makes me. But just know that Mother and I will always be waiting for you, no matter how long it takes. I look forward to the day when you can show your face to her proudly.
I see.
We might both be old ladies by then. But we'll still be able to talk over tea like always.
Thank you, Mercedes.
And there's that A support. Okay, so that one's done.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Now, the support bonuses between the two won't be as good here, but we'll do Dimitri and Bernie, Flane and Dorothea, and maybe Catherine Shamir. If we can make those three happen. Okay, Catherine Shamir are good here. I'm just wondering if there's any that, okay, Shamir doesn't like this one. And Shamir doesn't like this one. Okay, so yeah, we should do Catherine and Shamir here.
Hey, this is great.
This reminds me of Garrick Mock. Catherine and I used to eat together all the time.
Yes, those were fine days spent basking in the glow of the knights, the church, and Lady Rhea.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Okay, Dimitri, Bernie.
Solid.
This reminds me of my youth.
This is the...
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
And then Flane Dorothea.
Hey, this is great.
Oh, but this is simply scrumptious. It's nice to share a meal with someone who doesn't have an ulterior motive.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Okay. And then since we do have an extra one, we can do another Catherine Shamir here, right? Have we used Catherine or Shamir on anything else here? I don't think so. Okay.
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job. The dynamic duo of the Knights of Seros are together again at last. Now let's get to work.
Ignore her. Once she gets going, there's no stopping it. No big deal for the...
Indeed. Teamwork is the key to everything.
We all must do our fair share.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Okay, those two got what they needed. Okay, Dorothea and Flayn, Dimitri and Bernie. Shamir and Catherine. And everything else is just extra. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, Mercy got through Sniper.
I love tag.
Okay, successive trainings.
I'll take what I can get.
I feel like...
Time to work you into shape.
Oh, you already know Mortal Bond. Oh, we got there through your unique class. That's right. Okay, that's why. Cool. No. Never mind. I lied. I just saw that wrong. Wait, what? Oh, I'm looking at Shez. Dumbass. Byleth and Shez are not the same person. Ah, Enlightened One. Yes, absolutely. I'm not dumb, guys.
I hope to master this.
I'm getting...
Only...
This
should...
No.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Way to go, Flame. Proud of you, girl.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Okay, Dimitri and Bernie got theirs.
Why do I feel someone watching me?
Hello, Bernadetta. Stop.
I'm over your shit, girl.
I'm not a ghost, and I am not here to scold you. I'm just here to get food because I'm hungry. I was stuck inside all day with work and missed my chance for dinner.
Help! Oh, so you're just like me then.
It's rather difficult being shut inside all the time. I always lose track of the hour.
Yeah, same. But how'd you know I was inside all day today? Oh no. Was this work of yours spying on me?
No. If I had time to spy on people, there wouldn't be piles of documents teetering atop my desk.
Yeesh, that sounds rough. Wait, hold up. Why are you taking all those raw veggies and that dried meat?
Because it's my dinner? Which I missed? I thought I made all of this clear.
What? So you're gonna eat them just like that? Not that there's any problem with that.
Well then, Bernadetta, perhaps we could cook something together.
Cook?
Yes. You have a bit of talent in the kitchen, right? Maybe you can take this chance to teach me.
Sure, I guess. I mean, if you're gonna insist, then I'll show you just how good I am. I think I heard you like this cheese and spice. Ah, the bag!
All right, that should do it. What's the matter, Bernadetta? You seem to be shrinking away.
What was in that bag, girl? How awful is this gonna taste? I think it might end up being a little extra salty. Oh dear.
I can't do it. I can't cook in front of a stranger.
I hardly think we're strangers at this point, but regardless, it looks fine to me. There's no need for you to be so distraught.
It's not fine! The spice bag ripped and they all fell in, and then I got so flustered I dropped an entire reel of cheese in there! It smells terrible, and I mean really terrible. There's no possible way it's going to taste good!
I mean, if it wasn't for an entire bag of spice, I mean, a whole wheel of cheese, I can get behind that. As bad as it is for you, I can get behind that. I love me some cheese.
What? Okay, if you force yourself to eat that, you're going to be sick for days.
I'm not forcing myself to do anything. It would be a shame to waste food we made together.
So it's not gross? You don't feel sick or anything? Well, I guess I could try it then.
Turns out that bag of spices was just the right size of bag.
So disgusting! How did you even eat it?
Never mind.
Oh, wait. Don't tell me. You're eating it as an excuse to say, I hereby sentence you to death for feeding me horrible food!
That.
Do you honestly believe I wander about executing people at will for the smallest transgressions?
No! I don't want to die! Let me live!
Girl needs Xanax so bad. We need to develop modern medicine just for you,
Too much
Bernie.
cheese and spice, is it? I suppose I'll bring her something else for dinner, since she only had one bite of this.
Okay, was that the only support we've gotten? No, we got a Catherine and Shamir one. Probably just... Oh, wow, we did get all the way to an A rank. For some reason, I thought we hadn't gotten B yet. Okay, cool. Not bad.
Never thought we'd get the chance to fight side by side again. It was a total surprise, to be honest. But I'm actually pretty happy with how things shook out.
I know.
You're still as cold as ice, you know that? Would it kill you to say you're happy to see me or something?
Sorry to disappoint.
You know, it's funny because, you know, I'm a YouTuber who does commentary videos, so you would think that I like talking, but I am not much of a conversationalist when it comes to, you know, actually interacting with people. So, Shamir, totally get you, girl. She's not a girl of many words, and you're perfect for it, okay?
Nah, I actually kind of missed it. Besides, that's just how you are. So, what have you been up to since you left the Knights?
I spent some time in Leicester as a mercenary. Not many people know me there. But you already knew that. You sent for me, didn't you?
You mean back at the battle at Arian Road, right? Actually, the Knights were just throwing my name around to recruit all the mercenaries they could. I had no idea you'd be one of them.
Huh. So it really was just a coincidence. What about you? Still serving as Rhea's sword?
Lady Rhea. I'll let that slide since you're not a Knight of Seiros anymore. But to answer your question, yes. No matter who I'm swinging it at, my sword will always belong to her. Honestly, I was surprised to hear you'd slipped away after repaying your debt to Lady Rhea. You didn't even say goodbye. I was furious.
I guess sneaking out was the right call.
I was running around, shouting that I'd drag you back to Garreg Mach and kill you myself.
I believe it.
But then Lady Rhea took me to task. She said it wasn't fair for me to impose the Church's values on someone who wasn't from Fodlan.
Boom! That's a line right there.
Sounds like I owe her another one.
Although there is an implication that she would impose on people who are from Fodlan, so... Plus and minus there? For Rhea?
For what? I wasn't really going to kill you.
I'll take your word for it. You know, I fought alongside a lot of people since I left. But you're still the only one I trust to have my back.
So what you're really saying is that you missed me and wish you never left?
You basically said the same yourself, didn't you? But yes, I did miss you. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. For once, I'm glad I was wrong.
Would you look at that? You have changed. And I feel the same. Really. I couldn't ask for a better partner than you. But if you disappear on me again, so help me, I really will hunt you down.
Then the next time I go somewhere, I'll just have to drag you with me.
Okay. So this is the one that we probably won't be able to get. This is my one regret right here, Catherine and Yuritsa, but I needed to focus Yuritsa and Mercy, so like that one had to be my priority. When really maybe it shouldn't have been, because Mercy probably has a pretty high chance of being recruitable in Black Eagles, but I do need to consider whether or not I'm going to maybe grind some optional fights in order to get this right here, because it probably won't be possible in any other route, because Catherine will only work with the Church and Rhea, and maybe there's a chance that... No, I really think that this is probably the only route we get Catherine, but could be wrong. But we'll have to decide if we want to do that or not. But with that being the case, we are going to switch you in here. Still got Flane and Dorothea. Good. I'm just looking at the ones that we have mastered. Now, since you guys are done, we'll put in one of our main party so that they can keep working on one of their classes. And there they all go.
More power to I'll take what I can get.
I work to grow.
Special dance. We do need to look at those dance-specific abilities that we've been getting from her. I haven't looked at them very closely yet.
Training can be... With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Did we finish it? Hell yes, we got there.
Dorothea, I have it!
You have what?
We got every support on my want to get list except for Yuritsa and Catherine, so.
I have learned more about the story you mentioned the other day. The one regarding the song that ended a war.
That's incredible. How did you manage it? I've been asking around myself, but I haven't learned a thing.
I actually asked my brother. Or to be more specific, I just so happened to stumble across it in one of his books.
I see. And what did it say?
It is the story of a woman who ended a war with a song. This took place a short while after the Empire emerged victorious from the War of Heroes.
Okay.
The brother of an imperial noble started a conflict regarding the succession of their territory. It was a minor struggle at first, but gradually the other neighboring lords became caught up as well. It became quite the event. One thing spiraled into another, and soon they were on the cusp of a war that threatened to splinter the very empire itself.
Nobles are always like that, no matter the era.
At the time, one woman was very worried about the state of affairs. A childhood friend of the two brothers on opposite sides of the struggle.
Oh, now that's a development right out of the storybooks.
She made her way to the battlefield, which was on the brink of exploding into violence, stood between the two armies, and began to sing. She filled her every word with the hope that the brothers would not be driven to fight. And it went like this. I remember with fondness days long past with those I love. With warmth in my heart I think of them and sing to the stars up above. Hands once linked now carry swords, filled with rage and bloody, and with their smiles forgotten, they seek the sweet release of death. The sound of her voice in song moved not only the hearts of the two brothers, but of their armies as well. Soon, they all dispersed and returned to their homes. Having settled their differences, the brothers petitioned the Emperor to change their territories. So that there would be no lingering grudge, they asked to be given lands at the east and west ends of the Empire, with the capital betwixt. And that is the tale of how House Benya and House Menya came to be.
And it started a huge conflict with the people whose lands they took on opposite sides of the country, and it embroiled themselves into a giant war. No? Okay, it seems like just... I mean, that land belonged to somebody else before it was given to these two, and before they were moved to these different areas, so you'd think that would cause some conflict, but sure, we'll go with that.
You know, I just realized something. The name of the Middle Franc Opera Company means Friendship at the Center. It's taken from a festival of singing and dancing that was held in the capital long ago in the hopes of fostering peace. Maybe the origins of this festival are found in the story you just told me.
Do you truly think so?
Noble houses divided with the capital between them? Singing and dancing in the center for peace? I don't think it's a coincidence.
Now that you say it, I find I must agree. Which would mean that you, Dorothea, diva of the Middle Franc Opera Company, might use your talent to bring about the end of war. That would be quite something were it to come to pass.
I wonder. But let's put old tales aside for now and continue our lessons, shall we? Perhaps if we pray and sing for peace, happiness really will find us all.
Okay, that was a fun follow-up. Getting that full story.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Leave it to me.
Yeah. We all must do our fair share.
Okay, let's continue talking to people.
Wait up.
Count Berglese fought us tooth and nail. Though he was an enemy, he was nothing short of spectacular. We might have been able to take him down if Count Hevering hadn't stepped in. It's a shame. I knew not what would happen when we were trapped in that place, but I'm glad we made it out safely.
How about this?
Shez, does Arvel still dwell within you? Say Arvel's gone. No, I can't hear their voice anymore. I think all that's left is their power. When someone who has long been part of your life vanishes, they take a piece of your heart with them. Trust me, I know the feeling all too well. Perhaps you can find solace in the fact that you now understand more about the source of your power. I also had the opportunity to speak with Edelgard and Claude, and most importantly, I was spared from having to take your life. I am relieved His Majesty is safe, and you as well, of course. I assume you will not try to cut down our allies again. Reassure him. I won't. Whoever was controlling me back then is gone now. But I know that's probably hard to believe, no matter how I try to explain it.
No.
I will take your word for it for now. Thanks, Dedu. Your trust in me means the world.
Got a minute?
I don't think he'd be as forgiving if I had tried to kill Dimitri. One of our scouts returned from the monastery grievously wounded. From what I heard, they were maimed by a young woman who appeared to be an enemy general. To cause such harm to a person, there's no way she's human. Book of Saros 2, The Creation. In the beginning, amid the great cloudless ocean, Fodlan came to be. At the end of a long journey, the goddess glimpsed that land and there alighted. Upon that sacred ground, she breathed life into the world and created all of the creatures upon it. By the goddess's hand, plants took root, birds took to the sky, and animals roamed the land. Last of all, she created humanity. When the humans wished for power, she granted it. She gifted them the blessings of the heavens and of the earth. By way of the magical arts, humanity attained great powers, yet unaware that great power portends great evil. By the grace of the goddess's divine protection, humanity thrived. Through her blessings, they grew prosperous, and their numbers rose. Before long, they became the most powerful creatures in all of Fodlan. All was well until darkness descended from the north, a darkness that devoured the earth, desecrated the heavens, and threw the world and its inhabitants into a state of chaos. To face this evil force, the goddess created a new well of power. She gifted certain chosen individuals with sacred blood, allowing them to wield mystical weapons, that they may prevail against the darkness. These souls, buoyed by their divine gifts, conquered the evil ones and drove them back to the north. They came to be known as heroes. The heroes experienced unnaturally long lives, persisting for hundreds of years. Even after they breathed their last, the power coursing through their blood remained, leaving an indelible mark upon this world. This power, passed through bloodlines, came to be known as the Crests. The mystical weapons they once wielded are now called heroes' relics, and so the legend of a new age was born. The descendants of the houses sought their ancestors' power and thusly their blood. In time they amassed crests, relics, land, and wealth, using all to set the land aflame with war. The goddess's power, intended to stem the flow of evil, became a tool of destruction, all because of the greed of humanity. The goddess grieved and heartbroken hid herself in the heavens from whence she came. A lot of lies in there. A lot of things that aren't true. So the one thing that I'm trying to remember right now is the separation of humans and Agarthans. Agarthans are humans, right? But they're just a brand, but they're just the group that ended up having to go underground. And we know that humans were not created by Sothis. Sothis was just basically an alien that came here from the heavens. Humans already existed though, right? Or is there a separation of humans and Agarthans? Let me know. Let me know in the comments.
That's a tough one. Alright, so...
I'll tell you, Lady Ray is the last person in the world I want to see. I owe her a great debt, but our relationship is more complicated than that. I told myself I'd never go back to the monastery after I left the Knights. But to return like this, I guess it's what they call guidance from the goddess.
It's good to see you
I'm glad
again.
you and Dimitri made it back unharmed. I was so confused when you got caught in that strange magic and vanished. Apologize for attacking her.
Hey!
Yeah, about that, I'm really sorry. I can't believe I attacked you. Don't worry about it. I know you weren't in control of yourself. The end of the war is finally in sight, like a light in the darkness. If we defeat those horrid people manipulating the Empire, perhaps it will lay the foundation for a peaceful future. We can hope. Let's take the more positive approach. I want to be pessimistic, but cheer up.
Right on.
That's exactly what we'll do. We're gonna put a stop to them once and for all.
Oh.
Yes, that's right. We can't lose sight of what we're fighting for.
Can we speak a moment?
It is said that during King Luke's time, the descendants of the 10 elites banded together to resist the Empire and win their independence. Later, Leicester and Fargus would be divided in the Crescent Moon War. Yet here we are, joining forces to stand against the Empire once again. I hope we can maintain our good relationship with the Alliance after the war ends. After what we just saw with our boy? Say we can't.
Nuh-uh.
If he's gonna act like Edie, we're gonna treat him like Edie. Do you really think that's possible? Everyone's got their own agenda.
If you say so.
Yes, that's true. As long as His Majesty and Claude have conflicting ideals, they'll inevitably clash. But it is the people who will suffer if the flames of war spread any further. Our leaders should speak to one another and try to foster amicable relations before it comes to that.
My instruction comes at a high price. Don't neglect your daily studies.
Do you have a moment?
Lady Rhea is safe. I know she is. I believe it with every fiber of my being. After all, she is so very strong and smart and kind and beautiful. So she just has to be safe. How can you disagree with this little friggin' cinnamon roll? Agree with her. Yeah, Rhea isn't the type to make a careless mistake that'd get her killed. I mean, she has been around for a long time. So, yes, absolutely.
Excuse me?
I am certain Lady Rhea is waiting for us right now. All we must do is go to her post-haste. Are the Alliance forces truly going to join us? I don't trust that leader of theirs, to be frank. He's been hiding behind the Eastern Church's bishop and doing as he pleases in the East.
To be brief,
with that sort of ruthlessness, he may even be planning to take us down right along with the Empire.
Talk to me. Oh, hi.
Hey, how's it going? You okay? Not gonna pull any more shenanigans, yeah? Say you're not okay.
Nuh-uh.
I'm not really okay. I have no clue what's going on, and I'm honestly feeling totally out of sorts. I bet. No one knows what the future will bring, and it's hard to hold out hope when you're lost in the dark.
Yeah.
We'll just have to roll with the punches for now. At the very least, I'll try not to sigh and get everyone killed. That was me, not her. We're good. We're safe. Alright, well, we still have a bit of exploring to do, but we are at our hour, and we've accomplished quite a bit. In the next episode, it'll probably be the finale. So it may go extra long, but we're going to try to get the rest of the facilities upgrades in the next episode. We're going to finish talking to everybody in camp and go from there. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters, Darren York, ZTD, 7th Son, Ivan K, Len, Knife Namaste, Kyle the Monarch, and Jordan and Emily Hill. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.